factors affecting microbacterial growth. So there are different and numerous factors which affect the growth of the microorganisms, for example bacteria. So there is an impact of physical factors like temperature, pH, osmotic pressure, etc. on the growth of the microorganisms. So for example, we'll see the first physical factor which affect the growth of microorganisms are temperature. So temperature, it is the most important factor which influence the growth of the microorganisms. Then how this temperature it is affecting the growth of the microorganisms, because this temperature which is going to show its impact, its influence on the enzymes, So at moderate temperature, at optimum temperature, the enzymatic action is optimum, is more, where these enzymes they are going to involve in, participate in different metabolic activities of an organism. In that way, the growth of the microorganism, the growth of any living organism is determined by enzyme catalyzed reactions. So in this way, temperature is playing an important role in depicting, in influencing the growth of the organism. So of course, optimum temperature is required for the optimum temperature. Optimum temperature is required for the optimum growth. So if the temperature increases more, or if the temperature decreases, what happens? Automatically the growth will be inhibited. But there are a certain type of microorganisms which can grow even at higher temperatures and even at lower temperatures. For example, if you see, there are some microorganisms which may grow above the temperature 75 degrees centigrade, and there are some organisms which can grow even at minus degrees. So this is the impact of temperature. Now we'll see there are different types of bacteria based on the temperature required for their growth. The first category of bacteria are psychrophiles. So what are these psychrophiles? So psychrophiles are here nothing but, these are the organisms, they grow at 0 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, the organisms they used to grow. So this type of psychrophiles can be isolated from polar regions like ice cold regions like Arctic and Antarctic habitats. So where all the soil is covered by ocean as well as in the form of ice. So this at this particular type of habitats, the organisms cell membrane is a different kind. So mostly their cell membrane is made up of with unsaturated fatty acids. So because of this, this cell membrane it used to be semi-fluid when it is cold, semi-fluid. So if the temperature increases, means that cell membrane it is going to be dissolved and automatically the organism is going to die. That means the bacterial cell membrane is so modified that it can tolerate ice cold conditions. So why it is able to cope up with that ice cold conditions? Because of the presence of a peculiar type of cell membrane. So that cell membrane, because of the presence of unsaturated fatty acids in that type of cell membrane, making that bacteria to survive even at ice cold conditions. Okay, so this type of organisms are called as psychrophiles. So what are psychrophiles? Psychrophiles are nothing but, these are the organisms, they grow particularly at ice cold conditions, 0 degrees centigrade. So why they are surviving at that ice cold conditions? Because of the presence of a peculiar cell membrane made up of with unsaturated fatty acids. Okay, so the example for this psychrophiles I can give you is Pseudomonas vibrio. Pseudomonas vibrio. Next, the second type of organisms are mesophiles. So this classification of organisms is based on what? Temperature. So at 0 degree centigrade, if the organisms are growing, means we can call them as saprophiles, and the second one is mesophiles. So then now what are these mesophiles? So these mesophiles are the organisms, they grow at 20 to 45 degrees centigrade. So if the temperature is 20 to 45 degrees centigrade, the organisms can grow at this temperature. So almost all human pathogens are mesophils. So the examples for this mesophils are cyanobacteria, which include Nosto, Cannabinus, Latoria, etc. Next, the third category of organisms are thermophiles. So thermophiles are, they grow at Thermophiles are the organisms, they grow at 45 to 65 degrees centigrade. So thermophiles, thermo means heat, thermo means high temperature. So here these organisms they can grow even at higher temperatures like 45 to 65 degrees centigrade. So what that indicates? This type of organisms possess the enzymes which can tolerate higher temperatures. Initially I have told you that generally enzymes are used to show their catalytic action. Enzymes are active at optimum temperature, but here these are a special type of microorganisms, special type of bacteria, they contain the enzymes which can tolerate higher temperatures. This is the speciality of thermophiles. So we can call such a type of enzymes are heat stable enzymes. So these heat stable enzymes can participate in different catalytic interactions like protein synthesis, and they can able to function even at higher temperatures. So the example for this thermophiles are Thermus aquaticus. Next, the fourth category of organisms are hyperthermophiles. So here the meaning of hyper is more. So generally thermophiles are surviving at 45 to 65 degrees centigrade, and these hyperthermophiles are much more temperature tolerant than thermophiles. Hyperthermophiles are more temperature tolerant than thermophiles. So then these hyperthermophiles, they can grow even at 80 to 100 degree centigrades. So these hyperthermophiles, they used to find at very hot areas of sea floor. So I can give you one general example for this hyperthermophiles are Pyrococcus abaci. So this Pyrococcus abaci are hyperthermophiles. So these are the organisms classification based on the temperature, So that means now we can able to see that temperature, it is going to influence the growth of the microorganisms. So in some fantasy movies you might have seen that there used to have some hot springs. So ఎలా అంటే పాత సినిమాలలో బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ మూవీస్లో ఇలా హాట్ స్ప్రింగ్స్ లాగా వస్తూ ఉంటాయండి. సో హీరో కానీ లేదంటే విలన్ కానీ దాన్ని ఫైండ్ చేయడానికి, నిధిని కనుక్కోవడానికో లేకపోతే ఒక సొల్యూషన్ని కనుక్కోవడానికో అక్కడికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు పొరపాటున జారి అందులో పడిపోతే ఇట్లా స్కెలిటన్ అలా బయటకు వచ్చేస్తారు చూడండి. సో అలాంటి ఏరియాస్ అన్నమాట హాట్ స్ప్రింగ్స్ అంటే. సో ఆ హాట్ స్ప్రింగ్స్లో కూడా మనం టాలరేట్ అవ్వలేము ఆ టెంపరేచర్స్ని, మనం బ్రతకలేం వాటిలలో, అందుకే అలా స్కెలిటన్ బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఏంటి అనేసి అంటే అక్కడ కూడా మనం బతకలేనటువంటి ఏరియాస్లో కూడా మైక్రో ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ సర్వైవ్ అవుతాయి. సో ఆ మైక్రో ఆర్గానిజమ్సే ఈ హైపర్ థర్మోఫైల్స్. ఓకేనా అండి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ ది ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ ఆఫ్ టెంపరేచర్ ఆన్ ది బ్యాక్టీరియల్ గ్రోత్. Next, so the second factor which influence the growth of bacteria is oxygen requirement. So here this oxygen is also important for the living organisms. We all know that oxygen is required for the growth of the organisms, but here there are different types of bacteria which couldn't tolerate the presence of bacteria. That means the bacteria will not survive in the presence of oxygen. So now we'll see what is the type of organisms we can call that based on the requirement of the oxygen. So the first classified bacteria based on the oxygen requirement is aerobic bacteria. So aerobic means requires air. So aerobic bacteria which require oxygen for its growth. So that we can call that bacteria as aerobic bacteria. Aerobic requires air. So the organisms, the bacteria which require air are called as aerobic bacteria. Example is Pseudomonas. Next is anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobe means which do not require oxygen. So for the organisms growth, it do not require air, so that these organisms are called anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria are the organisms which do not require oxygen for their growth. Example is Streptococcus pyogenes. And the third one is facultative anaerobic bacteria. So here this type of organisms, they can tolerate if there is oxygen, and they can grow even in the absence of oxygen. Means if there is a presence of oxygen, they used to grow. If there is no oxygen, even then they used to grow. Such a type of organisms are facultative anaerobic bacteria. So here aerobic bacteria means which strictly requires oxygen for their growth. Anaerobic bacteria means they do not require oxygen for their growth. Facultative anaerobic bacteria means if there is an oxygen, they used to grow. If there is no oxygen, they used to grow. So such a type of organisms are called as facultative anaerobic bacteria. So the example is yeast. Next, the fourth category is microaerophilic bacteria. So microaerophilic bacteria means micro means a small quantity, aero means requires oxygen. So these organisms requires low levels of oxygen for their growth. This type of organisms requires low levels of oxygen for their growth. And what happens if the concentration of oxygen increases? Will become toxic to that organism. Automatically the organism will die if the oxygen concentration increases. So such a type of organisms are called microaerophilic bacteria. So the example for this is Campylobacter. So this is today's class. So today we have seen the factors like temperature and oxygen on the growth of the bacteria. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining.